Greetings everyone and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance and Henry's Adventures, and of course with me. We're gonna be resuming to go towards the camp. I've already placed my equipment into that chest because we may not go unarmed. We may not go armed there. So we have to go unarmed. Just so you know, I've also saved it as well because of previously when I tried to go inside the camp, it was literally just failed the mission. So even if we take off our weapons and keep it in the inventory, apparently it just basically counts as, you know, still armed. So we just have to put our stuff into the chest. Hopefully armor wouldn't matter much, but we shall see. Let's just go there and check out what will happen when we approach them with a horse and armor. We shall see. Where is it? To be exact, we should be getting close already. Oh, here we are. Yeah, this is where it is, but fuck. Shit, I'm stuck. God damn it. Right.
What have we got here? Entertainment?
Oh, for fuck's sake, we need to put things, collars on. For fuck's sake. Oh well, let's just try to do that then. Alright. Hold on, I will put it on right now then. Waffenrock. Do we have any weapons? No. Our sidekick does, so let's just take it on as well and then place it inside this chest here. Cause
Hey, Henry's come to see you.
yeah, I'm here. But I'll be going again. Goodbye, Sir Hans Capen. We will be going back into the camp. Let's just hope this time we won't be losing, because I have everything disposed and we have the weapon rocking on. Deer hunting spot, that's nice. More scouting going on in case we have some more hunting or gaming things coming up again, but I don't think so. Let's just hope for not. Let's just ride through here. Okay, we should be close by now. There we are. Okay, I have the Waffenrocken on, so it should be fine. There.
Hey, you! What do you want?
I'm Captain Bernard's envoy. I'm here to parley.
Why should I trust you?
I'm unarmed. What harm can I do?
That's true. And you are wearing Sir Bernard's colours. I suppose I should take you to Sir Wolfie. But if you try any tricks, you'll regret it. Understood?
You have my word.
Okay. This is him, right? All right.
Who do we have here? What's your name, boy?
Henry, I'm a messenger from...
I know. From my beloved cousin, Sir Bernard of Aleshna. So, what exactly is your message?
You can go if you leave the loot and pay you can leave.
Why do you want to hurt the Lords of Aleshna?
That bastard Malota stole villages that belonged to my father. I was in Poland when my father died, and Malota convinced everyone I was dead too.
But you came back though, didn't you?
I came back. Malota bribed a priest to testify that my father made him a deathbed confession. That bastard swore my father told him he was possessed, and so was his son, me. So they think I rose from the dead and I'm a warlock. They won't hear my claim.
That's unfortunate. But surely the courts of the king wouldn't believe a story like that.
Maybe not, but the king's in captivity, and none of the nobles have time for courts. No one will hear my case, and by the time this turmoil is over, everyone will have forgotten about me.
I heard some interesting tales about you. They say your family is cursed.
So Bernard's been telling those stories again. How my Aleshna cousins do love to gossip.
So your father didn't have...
What? A twisted mouth? Aye. Looked like it was run over by a wagon. And he was born with 4 siblings and none of them lived. True. But they always leave one thing out of that fairy tale.
What's that?
That my grandmother was one of 5 babes and her mother one of 4. That's how it goes in that family. And then that talk of the witch. Pah! My grandma couldn't wait to marry my grandfather and give him children.
Let's settle the matter the chivalrous way. You and me, man to man. The victor takes all.
And the loser?
There'll be no loser left alive.
I like your spirit, young fellow. But why should I agree? If you win, my men will go and leave the loot here. But what if I win? I doubt Bernard will admit defeat on your account.
You'll have to see, won't you? Maybe you'll gain nothing by winning, but at least you won't lose the respect of your men.
You're a clever one. It seems a waste to kill you. But I accept your challenge.
Okay, let's go. Slaughter you, piece of shit. Ah, fuck. I don't even have weapons, but... Son of a bitch. Eat shit. Ah, come on. I don't even have weapons. Why am I not getting any weapons? This is really unfair.
You're not afraid of some molest occur?
Ah, come on. Fucking hell.
You're not afraid of pieces,
Wait, what? Oh, for fuck's sake, why do you stand in my way then? Pieces of shit! Oh my god. Jesus. Of course this happens then. Hold on, I'm gonna try something then. I will take my equipment with me. But I won't equip them. Let's see if it works, but this was really unfair. I couldn't kill them, I couldn't fight them. Ugh. And there's no better option because he will just, if we let him leave with the loot, he will just be like, yeah, fuck you, dude. I don't care about the loot, I care about different things. Plus it's dishonorable because people are just, you know, not willing to have their stuff stolen. No one would. On the other hand, you know, it would be best to fight him off chivalrous way. Let's just head down here. We should be arriving soon. Let's try again. I'm not armed this time, but hopefully I can take up arms when I am gonna start fighting him. Wait, did we pass the camp? Nearly. Come on, Albarak. Let's go. There we are.
Fucking weather, fucking tents, fucking camp.
Talk.
I hope I can be of some help.
Who do we have here? What's
Henry, I'm a messenger from...
I know. So,
Okay.
Why do you want...
that not
I... What's...
that my and then
Let's settle...
and
There'll be...
up
We'll have to...
here. May the Lord watch over.
Okay, hold on. Let me try to take my equipment on quickly. There. Take my fucking shield and slaughter you, piece of shit. Wait.
Teach that fucker a lesson. That's it, Wolfman. Kill the insolent bastard. Got him. Kill the horse. Kill the horse.
Eat shit.
Pieces. Kill the insolent bastard. Pieces. Kill the horse. That's it.
Dead. He's dead. Should I kill him? Tuh. How about we do that? Fuck you. I'll loot him. I mean, he has some nice grosh in here. And his equipment can always go nice to be sold away. Well, his stuff can be sold, definitely. Well, they're dead. They should have fixed it. In a chivalrous manner, we have dealt with this. The balls, dude. After 3 attempts as well, so we are fine. It was a bit difficult though. He didn't want to die. He was like that Black Jack. But we've done it. And that's what matters. Let's just go and converse with this dude. But we're done.
be with you.
I've just come back from Wolf.
And in one piece, I see. That's something at least, but I doubt you achieved.
Depends how you look at it. Wolfen is dead.
What?
He's dead, Captain. I challenged him to a duel and won.
I sent you to parley, not fight. But at least I don't have to put my men's necks on the line. Oh, something good came out of your rash disobedience.
But we'll still have to hunt down the rest of his gang.
They're less of a threat now. Scatter without a leader. We'll take care of them. You ride to Ratai now and report to Sir Hamish. Next time, you do as I order. Is that clear?
Yes, Captain.
Take care.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. Well, at least I've dealt with him heavily. Let's just go to Sir Hamish. He was like, what? I don't give a shit. I've killed him. I'm pro. He's a scrub. Let's just fucking talk with Sir Hamish and tell him about what happened. Ah, fucking hell. Now let's converse with Sir Hamish.
Yeah.
See what punishment awaits us. Get out of my way, bastard. Is he inside here?
Mother of God. What was that noise?
No, he's not here. Is he? Yeah, no, he's not upstairs as well. Hey, bless me. Where is he then?
Hey!
Shut up.
What?
Ah, there you are.
Welcome, Henry. God be with you, lad.
I have news from the camp.
Speak.
I persuaded Captain Bernard to let me parley.
Bernard agreed.
So was I. But in the end, we settled it the chivalrous way. I challenged him to a duel.
Good God. Well, I always knew you had balls. Sometimes more than enough. So Wolfen is dead.
Yes, and his gang scattered around the woods. Captain Bernard and his men are hunting them down now.
I must say, Henry, after all that's happened recently, I'm glad something finally turned out well.
So am I, sir.
And I think you deserve to be rewarded for your efforts.
Thank you, sir.
Good luck, then.
Oh! Magdeburg Cuirass. What's that? This is better, actually? Oh no, fucking hell, rubbish. You're a bastard, dude. You're a bastard. No, I'm joking. It's actually good. It was positive more than Sir Bernard. But I mean, he was pissed because I killed his cousin anyway, so whatever. Yay! Robber Baron quest done. Congratulations to me. Now we should be able to deal with the other quests. I think I'm gonna quickly continue on with the Kuno's encampment. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna quickly try to strengthen my equipment. Quickly do that. Hello, my dude.
Am I humble?
Good. About repairs. Select all repair. Done. Nice. Is my helmet repaired too? Yes, it is. Good. Let's now go.
Yeah.
We shall ride forward. Wait. Never mind and move on. Just gonna go towards that camp, and we're gonna try to do that quest as well. Rob Baron quest was rather nicely finished, so we should be fine, I assume. Apparently there's some more quests here as well, but we'll do that later. We just need to deal with this one. There's so many DLC quests coming along. It's quite nice though. Are we going? Yeah, we have to go this way. But I need to first get through this horse thingy. There he is! Look at that!
I'll be with you. I'm looking for Sakuno. Sakuno? Baron Rickvold. Isn't this his camp?
You won't get nothing out of him. You must be Radzig's man. I heard he was supposed to send someone.
Yes, Sir Radzig sent me as a guide. I'm Henry.
I'm Jakey. And this here fella, we call the Stone.
See why? What's up with it? Cat got his tongue?
No, more like the dog got it. The executioner's dog. And the executioner ripped it out of him. Anyway, you better come along with me. I'll introduce you to the other fellas. And the chief. These here are the Bearman brothers, Petter and Jan. They're a barrel of laughs, except when they're too drunk to string two words together. Like now. Don't get on the wrong side of them, though. When their blood is up, well, it ain't a pretty sight.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, I'm sure.
Never mind the fancy poses, Stefan. You're trying to kill the fucker, not teach him how to dance. And you, Dangler, stand your ground. Don't let him lead you round by the nose.
Sir? Yes, sir. This is Henry. From Lord Kobler.
It's about time Radzig got round to this. We need someone who knows their way around these parts. Leave off with the bowing and curtsy. We don't hold with that tomfoolery here. Jakey! Where the hell are you sneaking off to? Go to the farm and get water. The lads are thirsty.
Well, I went last time.
And you'll go next time, you ungrateful pup. Get your ass moving. Snot-nosed brat. You put him out of a pile of shit. I thank you with back talk. Where were we? Oh yeah. We need a guide who knows these parts. So I hope I can rely on you, Herman.
That's Henry.
Right. As I said to Radzig, I want to carry any dead weight. We could find ourselves in some very tight situations where every sword counts.
I know how to handle a sword, all right.
I've heard a lot of fellas say that. I still ended up on the wrong end of one. We'll find out. Stefan, take a break. Dangler, let's find out what Harold here can do.
Sure. No problem, Chief.
Harold, Herman, what else? Hans? Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, you bitch. Get out of my way. You barely hurt me. Fucking bitch. I was speaking a bit early. Ow, you bitch! You surely are pissed, dude. Oh, you bitch! Stop it!
Fuck it!
Lol. There we go.
You didn't fare badly at all, I must say. You can ride with us.
Alright, good. Thanks.
Don't thank me yet. You don't know what you're letting yourself in for.
Sir Kuno, can you tell me something about yourself?
Drop the sir. That title brought me nothing but grief. But what do you want to know?
Sir Radzig told me the Rickvold family lost its wealth. How did that happen?
There's all sorts of ways to become impoverished. Nothing easier. Especially when your father's a fool. And your mother's mad as a bat.
Oh.
It's a long and twisted story. We took our name from Rickval Castle, but that actually belonged to the convent of the Poor Clares in Tynitz. And my father only leased it. You see, he knew the abbess there since they were young. Knew her very well. There was even talk that she only joined the order because her family wouldn't let her marry him. Anyway, whether he was fucking her right there in the convent, or he just took a lot of interest in scripture, he spent an awful lot of time in Tynitz.
Oh, he might have been after a bit of both.
Sinning and confessing all in one place. Well, I can see the convenience of it. Anyway, my mother never had strong nerves. Truth be told, her sanity was always shaky. Pa's escapades drove her cuckoo entirely. Then, one frosty December morning, I was woken by screaming and smoke. I looked out the window. I saw my mother there, in the courtyard, wreathed in flames. Behind her, the stables, the farm buildings and the tower were burning too. And she just stood there, shrieking with laughter.
Christ, that sounds like a scene straight out of hell.
Hellish it was, I can tell you. Me and my sister Adela and a few servants managed to get out before the whole place went up. I couldn't get to my father. Or my little brother. Poor lad was only 7. My sister and I were left destitute after the fire. But then my cousin, Adam of Drevich, took us into his castle. A few weeks later, he offered to buy what was left of our estates and sell me a small fortress near Akovnik. It was a great relief. We suddenly had some hope of a future again. So I told my sister about it. And it was the biggest mistake of my life. A week later, the two of them announced to me they were getting married. And all that was left of our estates, lands, woods, villages, Adela was to get it all as a dowry.
But surely that was for you to decide. You were the head of the family, right?
Aye. Only I barely had 17 years under my belt, and I'd just lost everything. Of course, I argued with them, and that was the only excuse they needed to kick me out of Drevich too.
That's pretty harsh.
You're telling me. But I'm not complaining. As my pa always used to say, if you can turn your hand to something, you'll never be lost. I doubt it ever crossed his mind how often I'd remember those words.
What about your debt to Sir Radzig? How did that come about?
A twist of fate, lad. I was fighting in the hostilities between the House of Schallenberg and the town of Colleen. Some trade dispute it was, and I fought under the Schallenberg colours. In the end, the two sides negotiated a truce, and I rode to Joinin with the delegation that was to parley there. We stopped off at an inn on the way, and it was there that I met Radzig Kobyla. I could tell at first sight he was a man after my own heart. A likeable rogue, with a sharp mind and a merry soul. We spent the whole night drinking together and talking, and in the morning we set off together, with sore heads, but in good temper, since he was travelling the Joinin same as I was. Only, once we reached the city gates, they arrested me on the spot. Seems the burghers had it in for me, since I'd been making their lives hell for a good 6 months. On the other hand, I was a member of the peace delegation, so by rights, they shouldn't have even looked at me sideways. And then it hit me why Radzig was there. Joinin is a royal city, so he was there to represent the king's interests.
I see. So he was on the other side.
That's right. Anyway, they threw me in a dungeon, and a few days later word reached me that the Schallenbergs had reached an agreement with the burghers. Only part of the deal was they would give them my head. And I'd surely have ended my days swinging from the town battlements if it hadn't been for Radzig. He liked me, and he could see it was a dirty trick, so he somehow squared things with the city council.
Lucky for you.
Indeed. I owe my life to Radzig, and I'll never forget it. He's asked me twice before for help. This is the third time, and how could I refuse him?
I'd like to ask about your men.
Ask away.
What about the fellow they call Dangler?
I've never ridden with a better man, I can tell you. He doesn't say a lot, but for that, he listens all the better. Nothing escapes him.
So he scouts for you?
Not just that. It's happened more than once. I was closing a deal with someone, and Dangler told me after that he didn't like the smell of the fellow nearly every time he was right, and the fellow tried to stab me in the back afterwards.
Those Behrman brothers are quite a pair.
Indeed they are. There's no more mercy in them than in, well, a bear. If I told them to skewer you on the spot, they'd do it, without batting an eyelid.
Jesus.
Oh, aye. They'd argue first about which one of them got to do the job. But they're as obedient as a huntsman's dogs. Real soldiers, the pair of them. Reliable, as long as they don't get too drunk. Then there's no keeping them under control. But nobody's perfect.
What can you tell me about Stefan?
Fletching? For one thing, he's a very resourceful fellow.
How did he come to join your band?
Well, let's just say he was in the right place at the right time. You'll find he has quite a knack for that.
What exactly happened?
Sorry, I'd love to tell you the whole story, but I'd be betraying his trust.
Oh, now you've got me curious. Maybe I should ask him myself.
Sure, why not? Our Fletch does love to converse.
What about that dumb one? How did he end up with you?
The stone? Oh, he just kind of tagged along.
Just like that?
Aye, just like that. We were riding from Olomouc to a castle past Kladsko, when we ran into him and some other wayfarers camping along the way. You know how it goes. We made acquaintance with them, had a drink or two. Then we travelled on together. After all, there's safety in numbers.
I'm not sure I'd be thinking that if I ran into you lot on the road.
We might have done some things I ain't proud of, but wayfarers are sacred even for me. Anyway, our fellow travellers dropped off along the way. One in Mohelnitz, one in Schoenberg, and the rest in Kladsko. Except for the stone. He stuck with us the whole way. The fellas kept asking him what he was after, but of course he never said a word. When we were approaching Barsdorf, I ordered the men to get rid of him. I had some business at the castle, and I didn't want any strangers sticking their noses in. Stefan tried to tell him nicely, but he just sat there, staring like he was turned to stone. That's when we gave him the name. Then the Behrman brothers tried to get him off his horse. He booted Jan in the face and knocked him out cold. Then he jumped down and felled Petter with one punch. A man who can do that is a man you want on your side. So we kept him.
Weren't you worried about having a stranger in your band? Especially one who didn't talk.
No, I figured if you can't talk, you can't tell. Besides, I've had worse.
What about Jakey?
Jakey, that boy will be the death of me. You've got to be tough on him, or he's good for nothing. But I'm fond of him, in a way.
Like a son?
I wouldn't go that far. But I've no family of my own. And unlike those other cutthroats, he seems to me like a good lad.
Well, you're pretty hard on him, though. And the others keep him on his toes, too.
The boy needs a firm hand. I was like him once, and I got the same too. If we let him be, we'd end up with a third bear man. And who'd want that?
True. 2 is more than enough.
Alright, but yeah, well, we've done this. Shall we go on?
Should we ride out?
No point in going out now. It'll soon be dark.
All right.
You can sleep here in the camp if you want. There's room enough. And you ought to get better acquainted with the fellas.
Okay. Let's speak with them then. Hey, my dude, Jakey.
What is it, Jakey?
The stone wants to talk with you, if you can call it that. Probably about that ring.
What ring?
Ah, no one told you about it. The fellas call it the Ring of Bacchus. It's a kind of game we play. Kuno gave us this ring. It's just a worthless bauble. But when we're at the tavern, Kuno pays everything for the man who has the ring. So we steal the ring from each other and try to trick each other. Well, actually, just the others. They won't let me play. Kuno says I'm too young to get boozed up.
That sounds like a lot of fun. But I don't have the ring, so why does the stone want to see me?
He probably wants you to steal it from someone. Since you're new, the fellows will talk to you, and it won't be suspicious.
All right. I'll have a word with him. Hey, Jakey, can you tell me something about yourself?
Want to get matey, eh? Sure, Henry. What do you want to know?
How did you end up in Kuno's band?
Well, I used to be a baker's hand in Prague, but all the other fellas were always on my back, always swearing at me. Sometimes they even beat me up, took everything I had. To make a bit of coin, I started going to the tavern across the road, entertaining the rich gents with jokes, playing the fool. Sometimes someone would throw me a half-groschen. One time, Kuno turned up there, and I got to talking with him. When I told him all the shit I was getting at the bakery, he offered to take me with him.
I bet you were glad to get out of there.
Yeah, though it's not like they give me much peace here either. It's all,
Jakey, come here. Jakey, go there. Jakey, get that.
Well, surely you can't be any worse off here than in the bakery.
no. Only, at the bakery, the worst I ever got was a beating. It's not like my life was in danger. But here, when those Beerman brothers are drunk, I have to keep well out of sight.
No shit.
How come they bullied you at the bakery? It's usually the shy ones bullies pick on. It's not exactly you.
Not now, maybe. I learned a thing or two since then.
Oh, come on, you shy? You just said you were playing the fool and telling jokes in the tavern.
All right, I'll tell you the truth. They picked on me because I'm an orphan. The parish priest of St. Apollinaire's in Prague found me as a baby in the church one winter's morning. I spent half my childhood in parish houses and half on the street.
I see. That must have been tough.
It still is tough, I can tell you that.
Aw, poor boy. He's nice. Let's chatter with the other dudes. Where are they? I will refrain from speaking to the Bear Brothers because, you know, who's this? Stefan Fletching.
Stefan, can you tell me something about yourself?
What is it you want to know, youngster?
I'm curious how you ended up in Kuno's band.
You noticed I don't exactly fit in with this pack of felons and reprobates, huh? Unfortunately, you can't always choose your company, can you?
No, I suppose not. But how did you come to be with them?
Oh well, I'd love to tell you, but Kuno insisted we keep that between the two of us. And I'm not one to break a confidence.
Oh. But, well, Kuno said it was you who wanted to keep it secret.
Really? Are you sure about that? You must have misunderstood him.
No, I don't think so. At least... Oh, never mind. So, where did you live before? What did you do?
I used to live in a town before. Back there I was doing something very different. Although, now I think of it, maybe it wasn't that different in a way. If you know what I mean.
Actually, I haven't the foggiest idea what you mean. You don't give anything away, do you?
Me? I'm an open book, lad. Ask me anything you like and I'll give you an honest answer. Go on.
Maybe another time. My head's starting to spin.
As you wish. Shame though. There's nothing I enjoy more than conversing.
Hey, you just bitch. Shut up. The stone. Dangler.
Can you tell me something about yourself?
What do you want to know?
Why do they call you Dangler?
Because Kuno found me dangling on the end of a rope.
Ah, I see. So, he saved you from execution?
I wouldn't call it an execution exactly. At the time I was squire to the Lord of Buzitz. That was a proper night for you. Full of ideals and honour. I looked up to him as a hero. Then in one skirmish he was killed, and the foe took me captive. They stood me on a shaky wooden cross with my hands tied behind my back and a noose around my neck. For amusement. Then they rode off laughing.
But how long were you stuck there?
I couldn't tell you. Hours, maybe days. In the end everything started going black. I could feel the devil pulling me down by the legs.
Jesus! How on earth did you survive?
I didn't. When Kuno found me, he says I was dead as a doornail. They cut me down, took the rope off me, then someone gave me a kick and I coughed and came back to life. Sort of.
Okay. Interesting. You. Come here, balls, dude. Jan Bierman.
Can you tell me something about yourself, Jan?
Why not? I haven't been to confession for a while.
How did you end up in Kuno's band?
It's nothing new for me and my brother. We've been fighting for coins since we were old enough to carry swords. Last time we rode with one Lombardian by the name of Collini. All over Bavaria, Austria and that.
What happened? Did you fall out?
Nah, we just wanted to come back to Bohemia. You know how it is. Where no one understands a word you say, it ain't worth a damn.
You and Petter seem very close.
As brothers should be, lad.
To tell the truth, I'd never have guessed the two of you came from the same mother.
Oh, we've got the same ma, all right. I ain't got no ma, and neither does he. And the same goes for our pa. It's probably Satan himself.
Oh. I'm a bit confused. You're not actually brothers?
We might be. We might not. A band of mercenaries found us in a village when I was still a baby, and Petter hardly walking. Playing in the dirt together we was. Their leader took a shine to us for some reason. He took us away and raised us up. Raised us with swords for playthings and ale for mother's milk. A few years later, he was killed in Saxony. The band fell apart, but we joined another right away. That's the way it's been ever since, over and over.
So you two never had... well,
A normal life. We ride from one fight to another, risking our necks and killing who they pay us to kill. That's normal for us. Always has been.
Okay. Interesting. I like these Bear Brothers. They also remind me of one of the characters in Stronghold, the pig, but basically two people. Let's see the other dude. How about we stop a talk with the stone? Yeah.
Jakey sent me to you. Something about a ring?
Mm-hmm.
I suppose you want me to get it from someone? Who has it? Jakey? Jan Bear? You mean Petter Berman? I didn't quite... Does Dangler have it? Alright.
So I basically have to steal it from him, and all that moan and all that. Funny as hell. How do I get it from him? What the fuck? I basically have to steal it from him. Hold on, we also could talk with... Huh. I have to steal it from him, I guess. JK Dangler. Well, you know what, let's just call it a day over here, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a like button and subscribe to my channel if you're new and you wish to support it. Do you recommend something we're gonna together that's possible as well? Just write down comments box below or join my Discord server so we can have a chit chat about it. Till then, I shall see you guys laters.